Hey everybody, welcome back to Bass in 60 Seconds. I'm Joe. Today, practice habits, and good habits, because there are a ton of bad habits. But the practice habits, I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. So I can't really say this is what you should do and this is what bass players do. That's baloney. You do what you have to do. The only thing I will tell you as far as practice habits, someone says you need to practice, an hour a day. And who gets an hour a day? Not everybody does. The one thing I will say about practice is set aside a time. It could be 5 minutes, but if it's 5 minutes of uninterrupted time with you and the instrument, that's time very well spent. Uh, Steve Vai practiced for 8 to 12 hours a day. Uh, that's craziness. Sometimes it happens. I mean, I can sit locked in a room practicing things, and I've lost hours. I was like, ooh, I'm really into this scale pattern. I'm really into this arpeggio thing that I'm working on, and I've lost hours just sitting there. Me, the guitar, and sometimes me, the guitar, and a drum machine, or a metronome, or whatever, and working out, just hammering out patterns. Practicing the things that I felt were important to me. Don't let anybody tell you what they think is important for you to do. It's whatever your music calls for, whatever it is that you feel that you need to do or want to do, is the thing that's most important. That's what you have to work on. And when you're practicing, uh, like I said, try to find some quiet time for yourself. Go to the basement, close the door, lock your bedroom door, and just sit there with the instrument and practice. Scales, patterns, arpeggios, string skipping, tapping. Doing whatever it is that you feel will enhance what you do, or step outside of yourself. If you've never played um, uh, country music, for instance, I'm not saying that it may not be your cup of tea. It may not be your thing, but there's all things that you can learn from all music. You know, um, some of the greatest country players or even jazz players or whoever it might be, they have something that you should latch onto. Be it a sense of rhythm or a sense of economy. It's not always what you play. It's a lot of times it's what you don't play. Those are things that you practice. I practice not playing sometimes because I've always been known to overplay at times, and uh, at times, at times. But I'm learning. I'm getting better as you get more comfortable with your devices and things that you do. You get to be very judicious about how you play and when you play, what you play. Uh, but those things are learned in practice. Those are part of practice habits. And you practice these things that will better serve the music that you play and the people that you work with. Um, if anybody wants to know what my specific pattern scales and things that I do, it changes from day to day. It's not something that's static. It's not something I do. Sometimes it's different. Yeah, I mean a lot of times it's different. Um, I learned something from Joni Mitchell, great musician. Uh, uh, she says she never runs into like writer's block or anything when she's writing or practicing or anything like that. She says I go paint. She does something totally different that's outside of herself, and she comes back with fresh ideas, and that's what I do in my practice time. I mean, because I'm primarily uh, like a funk, rock, and blues player. But I'll practice things that interest me, like jazz and walking lines and things like that. Even though I don't really use it in the music that I play, it totally gives me a fresh perspective on music in general. Because sometimes these things will creep into what you do. So don't eschew the notion of listening to something that you normally don't. I mean, the only thing I really don't listen to is opera because I'm not a fan of it. I love classical music. I like listening to that at times. I listen to a lot of jazz, even though I don't play it. I don't I don't necessarily play it, but I love listening to it and listening to the technicians that do what they do. Um, and I listen to Latin music. I don't play Latin music, but I like listening to it. And there's certain things that you can pluck from all these things. But that's part of my practice routine. You know, listening to things, practicing scales, my intervals and things that we've talked about on these videos. Um, Listen to things that you don't normally listen to. It's part of a practice regime for me, a practice regimen, and things, just all of those things make you who you are. Thanks so much for listening. I hope I haven't bored you. But come back, keep coming back, and tell all your friends, tell anybody that'll listen. Come back and check out the videos. I'm Joe. This is Based in 60 Seconds. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.